Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 1000 Elb Sisters Tammy Slaton's drug charges has major update. 1000 Elb Sisters star Tammy Slaton was arrested for possession of marijuana and paraphernalia not long after the funeral of Caleb Willingham. And now there are new updates on the drug charges. The original news suggested that someone told the cops that the 1000 Elb Sisters star had the drugs in her possession and a Sturgis officer arrested her. Actually, it's fortunate for the officer that the arrest didn't happen 3 years earlier. It might have been a big mission getting her in the back of a police car. Anyway, she was arraigned in August last year, and her pre-trial conference was held in October. Some fans felt disappointed in Tammy Slaton. Not necessarily because she allegedly had the drugs, but because her health was compromised by her extreme body weight. Before she dropped hundreds of pounds, she nearly died at least 8 times. Naturally, people grow distressed if she drinks alcohol or vapes a lot. In a new report by Radar Online, it was confirmed that the charges have now been dismissed against the TLC star. Apparently, that's because she didn't get into trouble with the law in the last 6 months. The outlet explained. Last year, a judge said if the TLC personality completed a marijuana education program and stayed out of trouble for 6 months, the case would be dismissed. As of yesterday, the charges against Tammy were finally dropped, a circuit court clerk confirmed to radaronline.com. What is interesting is that the initial reports about Tammy Slaton's arrest suggested someone snitched on her. But the new report noted that the arrest came after the car she was a passenger in was stopped for speeding. Unfortunately, the smell of marijuana was quite strong, and she admitted that the 1 ounce in her possession was hers. 1000 Elb Sisters fans first despaired for Tammy Slaton, believing that she'd eat herself to death. However, as she worked hard in rehab, things turned around. With her loss of over 400 olds, fans cheer her on her way back to health. Of course, there's a deep fear that something might happen to push her back down the hill into depression. Tammy and her sister Amy both confirmed that their unhealthy eating habits started during their unhappy childhood. Mostly raised by their grandmother when she passed away, the grief they felt resulted in way too much comfort food. While marijuana isn't viewed as bad these days, too much of it could see Tammy Slaton juggling another addiction. What are your thoughts about Tammy Slaton behaving herself and getting the charges of possession of marijuana and possession of drug paraphernalia dismissed? Are you glad that she stayed out of trouble? Shout out in the comments below and come back here for all your 1000 Elb Sisters news.